Welcome back to the channel, collectors and history lovers. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of United States ultra-rare coinage, where small details can mean huge value. We'll be exploring 6 of the most valuable and expensive U.S. coins, each with its own remarkable story, historical significance, and jaw-dropping market worth. From coins born out of pivotal moments in American history to rare varieties that escaped public notice for decades, these pieces represent the very best of numismatics. The most expensive and valuable United States, Liberty, $1 coin dated 1979p, is the Susan B. Anthony dollar with the wide rim, near date, variety, a modern issue that has earned outsized respect in numismatic circles. While the Susan B. Anthony dollar was once overlooked due to its short circulation life and confusion with the quarter, the 1979p wide rim stands apart as a sleeper rarity whose worth is driven by scarcity, condition sensitivity, and growing collector awareness. Today, this variety is highly sought after by specialists in modern U.S. coinage, error and variety collectors, and investors who recognize that low-survival, high-grade modern coins often appreciate steadily. Its importance lies not in precious metal content, but in its numismatic distinction and the story it tells about late 20T. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 as the first U.S. circulating coin to honor a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a central figure in the women's suffrage movement. Minted primarily to replace the bulky Eisenhower dollar, the coin was intended to encourage the use of dollar coins in everyday commerce. The Philadelphia Mint P struck hundreds of millions of examples in 1979, but during early production, a subtle design modification was made to the rim. Before the change, a small number of coins were released with a wider rim that positioned the date closer to the edge, creating what collectors now call the wide rim or near-date variety. At the time, this distinction went largely unnoticed, allowing many examples to enter circulation unrecognized. Visually, the 1979p wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar closely resembles the regular issue, but careful inspection reveals its defining trait: the thicker rim and the date set noticeably closer to the coin's edge. The obverse features Frank Gasparo's right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, symbolizing equality and civic reform, while the reverse depicts an eagle landing on the moon, adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, a powerful nod to American technological achievement. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 26.5 mm in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. In high mint state grades, wide rim examples display sharp lettering, frosty luster, and exceptional strike quality, making them especially attractive compared to ordinary. Although the overall mintage of 1979p dollars was enormous, the wide rim variety represents only a small fraction of total production, and far fewer examples survive in top condition. Most were either spent, mishandled, or never identified as distinct at the time of release. As with many modern coins, condition is everything. Values rise dramatically from MS65 upward, and true gems graded MS67 or higher are genuinely rare. The scarcity of pristine examples is compounded by weak strikes and bag marks common to early Susan B. Anthony dollars, making flawless survivors especially desirable. This condition sensitivity is the single most important factor driving collector demand. In today's market, a typical 1979p wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar in MS63, MS64 condition may sell for $25 to $60, while MS65 examples often range from $100 to $200. Values rise sharply at the top end. Coins graded MS66 frequently command $400 to $700, and true elite specimens in MS67 have realized $2,000 to over $4,000 at major auctions. These prices reflect strong demand, low certified populations, and increasing interest in modern varieties. Unlike bullion-based coins, the value of this issue is driven purely by numismatic scarcity, grading accuracy, and collector competition. Collectors seeking a 1979 P-wide rim dollar should learn to distinguish it confidently from the common narrow rim version by comparing rim thickness and date placement under magnification. Purchasing examples certified by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC is strongly recommended, especially at higher price levels, as misidentification is common in raw coins. Look for strong luster, minimal contact marks, and a clean cheek area on the portrait, key indicators of quality. Proper storage in inert holders and climate-controlled environments will preserve surfaces and prevent spotting. Acquiring the coin through reputable dealers, major auctions, or established numismatic communities helps ensure authenticity and fair market pricing. The 1979 P-wide rim Susan B. Anthony Liberty dollar stands as the most valuable and desirable example from its year, transforming a once underappreciated modern coin into a recognized numismatic prize. Its historical importance as a pioneering tribute to a woman in U.S. coinage, combined with a subtle but significant design variety and extreme condition rarity, gives it lasting appeal. For both new and seasoned collectors, it offers an accessible yet meaningful entry into modern U.S. rarities, with proven market demand and solid long-term potential. As awareness continues to grow, this coin's blend of history, artistry, and scarcity ensures its place as a cornerstone of advanced Susan B. Anthony dollar collections. Next up among modern United States coinage, the 1979 S. Liberty $1, officially known as the Susan B. Anthony dollar, holds a special and sometimes underestimated place in numismatics. While the series as a whole was produced in large numbers and often overlooked in circulation, the most expensive and valuable examples, particularly the 1979 S-Proof Type II Clear S variety, have become highly sought after by collectors. This coin represents a turning point in modern U.S. coin design and social history, being the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real woman rather than a symbolic allegory of liberty. Its combination of historical importance, limited high-end availability, and strong collector demand has elevated select 1979 S issues into the upper tier of modern U.S. dollar collect. The Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 as part of the U.S. Mint's effort to replace the paper $1 bill with a more durable coin and to modernize American currency. Minted at the San Francisco Mint, the 1979 S dollars were produced exclusively as proof coins, intended for collectors rather than circulation. The coin honors Susan B. Anthony, a pioneering women's rights activist whose work was instrumental in the women's suffrage movement. Its release coincided with growing national recognition of women's contributions to American history, making it culturally significant beyond its monetary role. As the first year of issue, 1979 holds particular importance within the Susan B. Anthony dollar series, and the San Francisco proofs stand at the pinnacle of that debut year. The obverse of the 1979 S. Liberty dollar features a sharp, forward-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, encircled by 13 stars symbolizing the original colonies. The reverse reprises the Apollo 11 eagle landing design first used on the Eisenhower dollar, depicting an eagle descending onto the moon with Earth in the background, an enduring symbol of American achievement. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 26.5 mm in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. What truly sets the most valuable 1979 S examples apart is the Type II Clear S mint mark, which is more refined, thinner, and sharply punched compared to the blob-like S seen on the more common Type I proofs. In pristine proof condition, The mirrored fields and frosted devices create striking cameo contrast that greatly enhances visual appeal. While millions of Susan B. Anthony dollars were minted overall, true rarity emerges when focusing on specific varieties and top-grade conditions. The 1979 S-Proof Type II Clear S was produced in significantly smaller numbers than the Type I, as the mintmark punch was changed partway through production. High-grade examples certified as PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo (DCAM) by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC are particularly scarce. Even minor imperfections can dramatically reduce value, making flawless surfaces, sharp strikes, and strong cameo contrast essential factors. This combination of limited variety availability and strict condition sensitivity is a major driver of collector demand. In today's numismatic market, the value of the 1979 S Liberty dollar varies widely depending on variety and grade. Common Type I proof examples typically sell for $15.30, but the highly coveted Type II Clear S commands much stronger prices. Certified PR69 DCAM examples often range from $250 to $500, while top-tier PR70 DCAM coins have realized $3,000 to $5,000 or more at major auctions. These prices reflect steady long-term appreciation fueled by registry-set competition, collector awareness, and the coin's status as a first-year, historically meaningful issue. Market trends suggest continued strength for elite examples, especially those with impeccable eye appeal. For collectors seeking the most valuable 1979 S Liberty dollar, accurate identification is critical. Learning to distinguish the Type II Clear S mintmark from the more common Type I is essential, as the difference can mean thousands of dollars in value. Purchasing coins already certified by reputable grading services greatly reduces risk and ensures authenticity and grade accuracy. Proper storage, using inert holders, climate control, and minimal handling is vital to preserving proof surfaces. Collectors are advised to buy from established dealers, major auctions, or trusted numismatic communities, and to prioritize quality over quantity when building a Susan B. Anthony dollar. Collectio the 1979 S Susan B. Anthony Liberty $1, particularly the Proof Type II Clear S variety, stands as the crown jewel of the series and one of the most valuable modern U.S. dollar coins. Its importance lies in a unique convergence of historical significance, refined design, genuine rarity in top condition, and strong collector demand. For both seasoned numismatists and newer collectors, it offers an appealing blend of cultural relevance and investment potential. As interest in modern varieties and historically meaningful coinage continues to grow, the finest examples of the 1979 S Liberty dollar are well positioned to remain enduring highlights of American numismatics. Next up in the 1979 D United States Liberty $1, better known as the Susan B. Anthony dollar, occupies a fascinating place in modern American numismatics, especially when discussing the most valuable examples struck at the Denver Mint. While the coin is often remembered as a short-lived and controversial circulating dollar, its highest-grade survivors and select error varieties have become surprisingly desirable among collectors. The 1979 D issue represents the first year of the series from Denver, and its value today is driven not by silver content or low mintage, but by condition rarity, historical importance, and its role in a pivotal moment of U.S. coinage reform. In top condition, this coin can command prices far beyond face value, making it an intriguing target for collectors who specialize in modern U.S. dollars. The 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar was minted during a period when the United States Mint sought to reintroduce a small-sized dollar coin for everyday use, replacing the bulky Eisenhower dollar. Struck at the Denver Mint in 1979, This coin was part of a nationwide effort to modernize American coinage and promote the use of dollar coins in commerce. Also marked the first time a real woman, Susan B. Anthony, a leading figure in the women's suffrage movement, appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Although the series struggled in circulation due to confusion with the quarter, the historical significance of honoring Anthony and the experiment in coin design give the 1979 D issue lasting cultural and numismatic importance. The design of the 1979 D Liberty $1 is both symbolic and technically distinctive. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony, designed by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, surrounded by the inscription Liberty, and the date 1979, with the Denver D mint mark clearly visible. The reverse showcases a bold heraldic eagle landing on the moon, clutching an olive branch, a design adapted from the Apollo 11 mission insignia, symbolizing peace and American achievement. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 26.5 mm in diameter and weighs 8.1 grams. In high-grade mint state condition, sharp strikes, frosty luster, and clean fields elevate the coin's visual appeal well beyond its everyday reputation. From a mintage standpoint, the 1979 D dollar is not rare, with tens of millions struck. However, true rarity emerges at the upper end of the grading scale. Most examples entered circulation or were poorly stored, resulting in contact marks and surface wear. Coins graded MS-66 are scarce, and those certified MS-67 or higher by major grading services such as PCGS or NGC are exceptionally rare. In addition, certain mint errors, including off-center strikes, double-die obverse varieties, or dramatic planchet errors, add another layer of scarcity. Condition is the single most important factor influencing value, and pristine examples are eagerly pursued by registry set collectors and specialists in modern dollars. The market value of the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony dollar varies widely depending on grade and variety. Typical circulated examples trade for little more than face value, but uncirculated coins in MS-65 condition can bring $20 to $40. In MS-66, prices often range from $150 to $300, reflecting their scarcity. The most valuable known examples, graded MS-67 or higher, have realized prices from $1,000 to over $2,000 at auction, driven by intense competition among collectors. Error coins can also command strong premiums, sometimes reaching several $100s or more depending on the severity and visibility of the error. These values reflect steady demand rather than speculation, supported by population reports and consistent auction results. Collectors seeking a high-value 1979 D Liberty $1 should focus on quality, authentication, and provenance. Carefully examine coins for sharp details, full luster, and minimal contact marks, especially on Anthony's cheek and the fields. Certification by reputable grading services is essential, as small differences in grade can mean large differences in value. Proper storage, such as inert holders or certified slabs, helps preserve condition and long-term value. When acquiring examples, reputable coin dealers, major auction houses, and established numismatic communities offer the safest avenues. Patience is key, as truly high-grade or notable error examples appear infrequently on the M. In conclusion, the 1979 D Susan B. Anthony Liberty $1 stands as a compelling example of how modern U.S. coins can achieve significant value through historical importance and condition rarity rather than precious metal content. Its role as a first-year issue, its tribute to a major American reformer, and its connection to a transformative era in coinage design give it lasting appeal. For collectors, the coin offers a blend of history, artistry, and investment potential, especially in top-tier grades or rare error forms. As interest in modern numismatics continues to grow, the finest examples of the 1979 D dollar are well-positioned to remain prized and respected pieces in advanced collections. Next up to in the among all United States, Liberty. $1 coins dated 1979. The most expensive and desirable example recognized by collectors is the 1979 P. Susan B. Anthony dollar with the wide rim, also known as the near-date variety. While the Susan B. Anthony dollar series as a whole was produced in large numbers and is often misunderstood as common, this specific 1979 variety stands apart as a true numismatic prize. Its importance lies in the fact that it represents a subtle but officially recognized design modification that was quickly corrected, creating a short-lived variety that escaped into circulation. Today, the 1979 P wide rim dollar is highly sought after by collectors who specialize in modern U.S. coinage, error and variety coins, and complete Susan B. Anthony dollar sets. Strong market demand, combined with its historical significance and relative scarcity in high grades, has elevated this coin to the top tier of 1979. $1 issues the Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced in 1979 as the first circulating U.S. coin to honor a real woman, commemorating Susan B. Anthony's role in the women's suffrage movement. Minted as a smaller, lighter alternative to the Eisenhower dollar, it was intended to encourage public use of dollar coins in everyday commerce. The 1979 P wide rim variety was struck at the Philadelphia Mint early in the production run. Shortly after minting began, U.S. Mint officials realized that the date on the obverse was positioned too close to the rim, which posed potential striking and stacking concerns. As a result, the design was revised to move the date farther from the rim, creating the more common narrow rim version. The wide rim coins were not intentionally released as a special issue. Instead, they entered circulation quietly, making their later discovery an important moment in modern U.S. numismatics. The defining feature of the 1979 P wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar is the position of the date on the obverse, which appears noticeably closer to the raised rim than on standard issues. This gives the coin a bolder, more compact appearance, particularly around the lower obverse. The obverse design, created by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, features a right-facing portrait of Susan B. Anthony with the word Liberty above and the date below. The reverse depicts an eagle landing on the moon, a design carried over from the Apollo 11 commemorative Eisenhower dollar, symbolizing America's space achievements. Struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, the coin weighs 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 in diameter. In high-grade mint state examples, the wide rim variety displays sharp lettering, strong rim definition, and excellent surface luster, enhancing its visual appeal. While millions of Susan B. Anthony dollars were minted in 1979, the wide rim variety represents only a small fraction of the total Philadelphia output. Exact mintage figures are unknown, which adds to the coin's mystique, but numismatic research confirms it is significantly scarcer than the narrow rim version. The coin becomes especially rare in higher mint state grades such as MS65 and above, where pristine surfaces and minimal contact marks are required. Many wide rim coins were released into circulation, meaning truly uncirculated examples are far less common. Certified examples graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC command strong premiums, as authentication is crucial due to the subtle nature of the variety. Condition plays a decisive role in value, with even small improvements in grade resulting in substantial price. Increase the market value of the 1979 P wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar varies widely based on condition and certification. Circulated examples typically sell in the $15 to $40 range, depending on eye appeal. Uncirculated coins in MS63 to MS64 condition often trade between $75 and $150, while higher-grade specimens are considerably more valuable. Coins graded MS65 regularly sell for $300 to $600, and exceptional examples in MS66 or better have realized over $1,000 at major auctions. The coin's value is driven by its recognized variety status, collector demand for complete date and variety sets, and growing interest in modern U.S. rarities. Over time, prices have shown steady appreciation, particularly for top-grade certified example collectors seeking the 1979 P-wide rim dollar should learn to carefully distinguish it from the more common narrow rim version by examining the spacing between the date and the rim. Purchasing certified examples from reputable grading services is strongly recommended, as misidentification is common among raw coins. When acquiring high-grade specimens, look for clean fields, strong luster, and minimal contact marks, especially on the cheek and fields of the obverse. Proper storage in inert holders or slabs is essential to preserve surface quality and prevent tunning or damage. Auctions, established coin dealers, and trusted numismatic communities are the best sources for authentic examples. Patience and careful comparison are key strategies, as premium examples do not appear frequently on the market. The 1979 P-wide rim Susan B. Anthony Liberty $1 coin stands as the most valuable and significant dollar issue of its year, combining historical importance with genuine numismatic scarcity. Its status as an early design modification, its connection to a landmark moment in U.S. coinage, and its limited availability in high grades make it a cornerstone of modern American coin collecting. Whether valued for its role in history, its distinctive design, or its investment potential, this coin continues to attract both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. As interest in modern varieties grows, the 1979 P-wide rim dollar remains a compelling example of how even subtle differences can transform an ordinary coin into a highly prized collectible with lasting appeal.